we never dreamt of having a program of this kind here today. During the last 8 years, from the humble beginning, today DXN is the best and the largest direct selling company in the whole Middle East. Yep. Last 2 years, consecutively, we have been bestowed with the best direct selling company in the Gulf by the Direct Selling Educational Institute, Dubai. The credit goes to each and every one of you. Give a round of applause to yourself, please. Now we are all talking about recession. The whole world is struggling to come out of recession. But you must be happy to know that DXN was not affected by recession. Our sale was never affected. And surprisingly, last month was our highest sale during the last 8 years. Which shows the power of this industry. Many industries have been affected, but the direct selling industry must be the only one which was not affected by economic downturn. Of course, many of our friends, our members have lost their job. They come to us and they say, we are not worried. We are going back to home, but we have a powerful tool with us, a business that we can take back and continue in our home country. That's the time you feel the importance or the blessings that you are getting from the people, the importance of DXN, the power of DXN. We are giving a pension plan for the people when they go back. You know, in the Middle East, thousands of people or millions of people are working from different countries. The same result we can see in these countries, third world countries like Bangladesh, India, Nepal. All these countries are booming now as far as DXN business is concerned. We just back from Nepal and Bangladesh yesterday. Things we have seen there are just examples for other countries to follow in DXN. People carrying the products few miles and walking to certain villages. And those villages are doing 500,000 to 1 million rupees sale a month. We have a lot of things to learn from those countries. So the importance or the purpose of this program is nothing other than to provide you the opportunity to learn more. That's why we have brought this kind of great speakers and trainers from across the globe. It is the first of its kind in the history of DXN. We are organizing a program from the professors from Oxford. Give a round of applause to these two gentlemen who have initiated and shown the courage to have this program. It is really a dream coming true. So today, now it is the time for us to think of changing. We have to be equipped to face the challenges tomorrow we are going to face in this industry. Because the power we have as DXN members is enormous. We have not tapped it yet. We have to learn how we are going to maximize it, how we are going to take this business to every household in the world, because our motto is to make people healthy, wealthy, and happy. So I request all of you to take whatever information you are getting here, sit back, relax, and learn, and tomorrow is yours. Wish you all the best. Good morning once again.
We are going to have 5 speakers for these 2 days. And I would like to read out a short profile of the speakers for your kind perusal. First, let me talk about Dr. Kunal Basu. He has published academic research papers in leading management journals and won awards for that. He is a consultant for very large multinational corporations like Pepsi, Coca-Cola, HSBC, and also governments. For governments, he is the consultant for different governments in different countries. And also, he is a very famous author who has written popular books like The Japanese Wife, The Opium Clerk, like that. So please put your hands together for welcoming Dr. Kunal Basu. Let me request Dr. Kunal Basu to be here. Let me request Mr. Matthew, the Managing Director of DXN Middle East and India, to hand over the flowers. Thank you, Mr. Matthew.
Hello, everybody. Last week, on the 27th of January, I was in Cochin to speak at a DXN event such as this. This was my first encounter with the DXN family, and I learned something very precious, that you never greet each other by saying good afternoon or by good evening. You always say good morning, right? So good morning to you. Good morning. Thank you. We'll spend a lot of time tomorrow talking about the next level of challenge that DXN as an organization faces in this big, wide world of ours. But let me not take too much of your time today, except to say that one of the things that I learned in Cochin is that there are two vital aspects of DXN's business which are both working in your favor. The first is the thing called product. You've got fabulous products, exciting products, products that can do a lot of good to a lot of people around the world. And the second, you've got some of the best people one can think of in bringing these products within the reaches of people around the world. So with products and people, DXN's job is almost done. What we need to do is understand what would it take to take the nature of this business to the next level so that you can come out, the company can come out with even better products, and you as people can be even more effective, more efficient in helping others around you. We have a whole 2 days of discussions, learnings, speeches in front of you, so I wish you the very best for this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Basu. And next is another legendary speaker, Mr. Jeffrey L. Sampler. As Dr. Kunal Basu, he is also a faculty member of University of Oxford. He is one among the members of Director Board of Fortune 500 company. He has conducted lectures in 35 different countries, and he was an advisor to the president of Nokia. So please put your hands together to welcome Dr. Jeffrey L. Sampler. I would like to request Mr. P.L. Sunil Kumar, Director DXN Middle East, to felicitate him. Thank you, Mr. Sunil.
Well, the problem when you hear yourself described like this is you're not sure it's you. So I'm not sure I'm the right person that should be here, but you will make up your mind over the next 2 days. I would encourage you, I come from a very simple background in Texas. I lived on a farm and ranch, and so, I have the ability to have a passport, 2 passports, which is unlike most of my American colleagues who don't even have a passport. So I see many things changing in the world. But one of the things that impresses me with DXN is wherever I've bumped into DXN people, I've never had anything but warmth and graciousness. And so the directors of this company really have created a family. And what we would like to make sure is that there's even more money in the family for the next generation now. So I hope that the next 2 days not only lines your mind with new ideas, but also down the road your pockets with even more money. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sampler. Now, the next 3 people whom I am going to introduce, you know about them. You have already their personalities are there in your mind already as your role model. The first among them is the person who has taken DXN Philippines to the #1 positions when we compare the DXN branches all over the world. The person who was a former EDC chairman of DXN Philippines and who is a very powerful speaker and who is an executive senior crown, diamond.